happening, folks? Welcome back to Pepper's Picks with everybody's favorite crazy cousin, me, Pepper, the misunderstood evil genius. I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in to the Evil Genius Network here on YouTube and for Pepper's Picks Week 7. I'd like to start the show out this week by giving a big shout out and prayers to Adrian Peterson and his family. They're going through a serious tragedy right now, and as a father, I can't imagine what it would be like for the death of my child. I would lose it. So don't anybody judge Adrian Peterson for what he does and choosing to go on the field and play football. Everybody has to get through what they got to get through, how they got to get through it. Now, as we move on, last week I went 11-4, which puts me at 62-30 on the season. This week we have Seattle versus Arizona. Now I'm going to hit y'all with an upset special right off the bat. Seattle does not play well on the road and Arizona's defense is hungry. Short week, AZ steals this one with a late field goal. Tampa Bay versus Atlanta. Atlanta is in complete shambles coming off of their bye week. They don't have a receiver left on the roster. Who knows if Steven Jackson is going to play. What they need is a cupcake on the schedule. They need an Appalachian East, West, South Institutional Barber College. They need a Prairie View A&M to come to town. Good thing Tampa Bay fits that mold. Atlanta wins. St. Louis versus Carolina. St. Louis looked pretty good last week against Texas, but so does everybody this year. Carolina at home. Cincinnati versus Detroit. Look, this is a first for me. Megatron is my homeboy, but Cincinnati, that's who I ride or die with. I'm going to tell y'all straight up, don't take Cincinnati, take Detroit. I'm going to ride with my Bengals and still take the Bengals, but I'm telling y'all should take Detroit in this game. It's weird, I know, it's mixed signals, whatever. Who Dey Nation all day. Ride or die. San Diego versus Jacksonville. Hey, the Chargers wishy-washy asses got a huge win on Monday night. Thing is, they're going to go to Jacksonville and give up a huge win to the Jaguars. That's right, I'm taking Jacksonville in this game for no other reason besides the fact they're due. Buffalo versus Miami. Look, there have been 14 quarterback changes so far in the league this year. That's almost half the teams. Buffalo is on their fourth QB. They just picked up the guy that the Raiders cut. What's hilarious about this is that still no one has called Tim Tebow. It doesn't matter. Miami wins. New England versus the Jets. I should take New England in this game, but they lost 4 more of their starters last week playing. Tom Brady can't make that many deals with the devil. Jets win this one. Revenge for earlier in the season. Dallas versus Philly. Speaking of injuries, Dallas has lost to Marcus Ware, and he represents their entire defense. Philly takes advantage and wins this shootout at home. Chicago versus Washington. Chicago comes in rested and finishes off the Redskins' playoff hopes of whatever dwindling hopes of anything that they had in the postseason. Hopefully they also finish off Shanahan's strange hold on the team. Prediction, Mr. Jack-o'-lantern Teeth himself won't make it to Thanksgiving. San Francisco versus Tennessee. Chris Johnson is due to show up on his regularly scheduled I play every third game schedule. I don't know how he gets away with that with the big contract, but whatever. Either way, that's not good enough to beat San Francisco. 49ers on the road. Houston versus Kansas City. Houston, you guys are just continual disappointment. You are the LA Clippers of Texas football. Basically, you have all this talent and you just completely disappoint and waste it, and everybody keeps giving all the accolades to the Cowboys. It's sad. You are the redheaded stepchilds of football. You're genetically inferior and gingers have no souls. KC wins. Cleveland versus Green Bay. This game is going to be ugly, and I'm just not talking about the uniforms. It's going to kind of look like an old episode of Starsky and Hutch where everything's kind of orangish brown and ugly green, but it doesn't matter. Green Bay wins. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. This is going to be a baseball score game. Pittsburgh is going to win 11-5. Denver versus Indianapolis. Peyton Manning is going to roll into his old stomping grounds and explain to Andrew Luck how he invented football in Indianapolis. Then he's going to take a shit in his toilet and leave without flushing. Denver wins. Lastly, on Monday Night Football, Minnesota, with their third quarterback this year, is going to take on the Giants. They're finally going to rally around Adrian Peterson and hand it to the Giants. AP will have 307 yards with 9 touchdowns. Nobody will be able to tackle him. And now it's time for the segment Silly Ass Slideshow. This is where I take a look at last week's NFL action and provide you deep content on it. I promise you it's deep. Did y'all know that Rob Ryan was the inspiration for Kenny Powers and Eastbound Down? Oh my god, this hurts. We're not gonna have to stay like this all night, are they? Eat your peas, Jeffrey! Jeffrey, if you don't eat your peas, you won't grow up to be a strong boy! Bro, bro, you know how fucking lucky you are? Your contract with the devil has to expire sometime, bro. It has to expire sometime. Ah! Oh my god! Squirrel! I saw this move on wrestling Monday night. They call it the power bomb. Yeah, I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. Shaking that ass. Antonio Cromartie, is this another one of your babies? Please come get it. Hey, we scored. Touchdown, twerk down, up in here. From left to right. I can't believe I wasted $20 on face paint and I'm stuck here with these two angry bitches. I hope Matt Schaub is dead. Oh my god! I can't believe that Jonathan invited me to this game and he's sitting next to Jenny. Like, I saw him first. Once again, thanks for checking out Pepper's Picks. This week, I'll be in Jersey if you're on the mainland. Check me out for that show. And I'll be in Arizona on Saturday night at Stand Up Live Scottsdale. Deuces!